But Mrs. Davis, she was special. I'm a math kid. I could care less about British literature, but I could walk out of any other classroom and just cuss the teacher out, knock the desk over, did, whatever I wanted to do. And I would walk into Mrs. Davis's classroom and I would be on my A game. Mrs. Davis was so much more than a teacher. When I was at my worst, Mrs. Davis gave me her best. And one of the things that Mrs. Davis did is what she didn't do was she didn't keep score. As educators, we cannot keep score with our students or with our coworkers. When we keep score, we're playing the tit for tat game. My kids didn't turn in their homework, I'm shutting it down this afternoon. We've all heard those statements. Listen, I've made those statements when I taught 7th grade. They didn't do what I wanted. You can forget about the party, no recess, no none of this. Our output as educators can't depend on what someone else does for us. It shouldn't depend on if our students had a good day. It shouldn't depend on what our students can't do. It shouldn't depend on what our students won't do, what our students halfway do. That can't change what we do as teachers. For that to be the case, our heart, it has to be proper and we have to teach with it. And Mrs. Davis didn't keep score. She didn't let other teachers keep score for her by telling her what I did in the previous class or the day before or the week before. So as educators, one quick tip, stop keeping score for other teachers as well. We are so quick to go and tell, Mrs. Malecki or Mrs. Hawkins what little Johnny did in my classroom. Now, had Mrs. Davis listened to what these other teachers would have said, I would have never stood a chance in her classroom. From the first time I got suspended in 3rd grade, year after year, teacher after teacher, principal after principal, counselor after counselor, the one thing that they kept telling me, and we still hear it today, I needed medication. Listen, I didn't need medication. I needed a teacher who would love me no matter how bad of a day that I had. A teacher who would listen to me when so many others just shit me out to the principal's office. A teacher who was intentional in building relationships with me. Mrs. Davis was that teacher. This world needs more Mrs. Davises. They need more, all the other people that you guys listed earlier, Mrs. Dowdy, Mrs. Brown, Coach Witz, Mrs. Aldred. The world needs more of those teachers. So let me